Hello guys, how are you getting on? My name is Aaron Kelly and you're very welcome back to another video. And Chelsea are through to the FA Cup Final 2022 to face Liverpool. And please, just please, can we win it this time? I think I heard something at the end there. Chelsea have made 5 of the last 6 FA Cup finals. I'd love to know how many of them we actually won. We have had such misery at Wembley, particularly in FA Cup finals in the last couple of seasons. Wembley used to be Chelsea's playground. We'd go to every final, Didier Drogba would be up front, and it'd just be a given that Chelsea were going to bloody win the game. Doesn't seem to be the case anymore, but hopefully we can do it, and we struggled through a 2-0 victory over Crystal Palace today. And I will say, the first half was a horrific display all round. I think Palace will feel unlucky to have not scored in that first half. Without having too many clear-cut chances, they were by far the better team. But Chelsea did score in the second half, rather, thanks to Ruben Loftus-Cheek with his first goal in 3 years for Chelsea. I mean, that is... wow, that's quite something. The last goal he scored for Chelsea was in the 2019 Europa League semi-final against Eintracht Frankfurt. If you remember, that was under Maurizio Sarri. Prime Aaron Kelly channel rant era. Chelsea obviously went on to beat Arsenal in that final, but it's a goal that's been a long time coming for Ruben. It was a really, really good strike, and it was a goal that the game, and in particular Chelsea, needed. Second goal came then a couple of minutes later thanks to Mason Mount. Really good work from Timo Werner in the build-up. I will say, out of all the players in the first half, Timo Werner was the only one who looked like creating anything. Didn't particularly look like scoring, but does he ever? And Chelsea were 2-0 up, and that was enough of a cushion to see us through to face Liverpool in the final. Obviously, Liverpool bet Manchester City well yesterday. I know it was only 3-2 in the end, but epic first half display from them with Sadio Mane scoring twice. But I just have no faith going into this final now, because number one, Chelsea's record, as I said, has been awful at Wembley the last couple of seasons, and I just don't see us beating a quadruple chasing Liverpool side. Are we going to be the team to stop them from doing it? I don't know. They're a team who obviously bet us in the Carabao Cup final back in, what was it, February or something like that. They're very much in the title race. You know, obviously they drew at Manchester City last week. We'll see how well they do against Manchester United on Tuesday, and obviously they're through to the last 4 to face Villarreal in the Champions League. But as from, you know, a Chelsea point of view, the important thing today was just winning. No matter how we did it, it wasn't particularly pretty, particularly in the first half. Far more dominant second half display. But I was fairly gutted after the result during the week, as you can imagine. Delighted with the performance and the guts and, you know, the pride that those players showed in the badge against Real Madrid, but obviously it came up short thanks to Benzema's header, and obviously, yeah, it was heartbreaking. I was more angry, and then I went through all the different stages of grief the other night when Chelsea were knocked out of the Champions League. But success for Chelsea this season, for me, would be to win the FA Cup and, you know, successfully nail down third place in the table, which isn't looking too difficult actually at the minute, because every other team around us just seem to be fucking losing or dropping points somewhere along the line. Like, look, Arsenal and Tottenham both lost yesterday. Man United won, but they're just one more game away from a defeat. They're playing Liverpool on Tuesday, as I said. And West Ham today only managed to pick up a draw against Burnley, who've just sacked Sean Dyche. So, I mean, it's anyone's game, that top 4 race. I'd like to think Chelsea are comfortably in that position now, obviously with games in hand as well. But if we can win the FA Cup and, you know, add to what we already have, UEFA Super Cup, World Club Cup, I know a lot of people won't count those, but they're trophies. I mean, at the end of the day, it's more than anything Tottenham has got in the last 15 years. That was harsh. But I don't care. I don't care. I think that would overall constitute as a good season for Chelsea. I think you look back at the beginning of the season, there was a lot of expectation after winning the Champions League. And, you know, rightfully so, and especially when you add one of the top strikers in Europe and pay over 100 million for him in the likes of Romelu Lukaku, you know, you expect your team to be right up the top competing for the league. And for a large majority of the season, that looked like what it was going to be. Obviously, then we had that Christmas period where it all went to shit, quite frankly. Too many bad results. And obviously, as I said at the time, with teams like Liverpool and Manchester City, who are arguably 2 of the best teams that the Premier League has ever produced. I've said this before. You know, you just can't get away with that from a Chelsea perspective, and we didn't. But yeah, this video isn't going to be overly long. I'm just happy to see Chelsea through to the final in a season that's been, you know, crazy. We're heading towards the end of what's been a mental season for Chelsea, both on and off the pitch. Obviously, there was obviously bringing in the likes of Lukaku, coming off the back of winning the Champions League, then the poor results starting to come at Christmas. The Lukaku interview comes out then, and just when you think that's enough, the whole Roman Abramovich scenario happens, and you know, Chelsea have to sell the club, which looks like it's going to be done within the next couple of weeks. Look, I know Arsenal's been a shit show this season and a bit of a circus, but Amazon Prime really did drop the ball with not giving the deal to Chelsea this season. Would you like to see me do a live reaction to the FA Cup final, similar enough to what myself and Grivac did for the Champions League final last year? I think it was something that really, really worked lovely. I think it was great to have that different perspective of watching a game live and getting the live reactions. It could be something that we look into again, maybe, you know, an all FA Cup final. I was going to say they don't come around too often, but for Chelsea they've come around 5 of the last 6 seasons. Can we win this one, please? It's going to be hard done, and I really don't predict Chelsea to beat Liverpool, but I just want to see a good fight put up. Nah, let's be honest, I want us to win. I want to see us win. We put up a good fight in the Carabao Cup final and that wasn't enough, so let's just please win. But yeah, if you want to see a live reaction to that, we are also planning on doing a live reaction to the Champions League final again. Whoever will be in it, will it be Liverpool, Villarreal, Man City or Real Madrid? Let me know your predictions for that in the comment section down below. But we are going to do that despite the fact that Chelsea won't be in that final. And we're also looking at maybe doing a live reaction to the Europa League final, which West Ham might well be in, and Rangers as well, so that could be interesting, who knows. But yeah, overall, not an awful lot else to say about the game. Chelsea just improved massively in that second half. Timo Werner was definitely the standout player. I think Kai Havertz had one of his more quiet days. Mason Mount obviously got the goal, but not too much coming off from him. I think both wing-backs in particular were very quiet, and it just wasn't a pretty job from Chelsea overall, but at this point in the competition, it's just about getting results. If Chelsea plays shit in the final and beat Liverpool, I won't complain about that at all. I mean, I'll probably find some place to complain, but I'll make a conscious effort to not complain if that happens. But Crystal Palace are a really, really good side. I've said it a couple of times in the last couple of weeks. I think what Patrick Vieira has done there has been really, really admirable. He's come into a side that was aging, brought in some good players on loan, brought through some young players as well, and they're just a really exciting team to watch, and I do think they will finish in the top 10 as well. Just this game, a step too far for them. Let me know your predictions in the comment section down below, lads, for the final of the 2022 I was going to say Wembley Cup, FA Cup, between Liverpool and Chelsea. So yeah, that's pretty much it, lads. Leave a like in the video, subscribe if you're new, and we will see you for the verdict, probably coming out Thursday, because there is midweek games and I want to take all of them into account, because we have the likes of Chelsea, Arsenal, Liverpool, Man United that we already mentioned, and I'm sure there'll be some talking points to come from them. But anyway, yeah, I'll chat to you next time, lads. See you in a while.